Eagles taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to get him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Ward. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Ward. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Eagles will have it taking over a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. Look at the juke. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where a play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, drive that dagger play, drive that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Pass caught by Fannin. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
All right, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Cardinals nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ward. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 2 yards still to go, 3rd down now.
Third down.
Come on, come on.
They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's good.
The Cardinals at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing now, Ward. And this one too low.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys in the on-deck circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Let's go now. Ready?
To throw is Ward. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Andrew McCurba. The 20. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Cardinals nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 8.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Off the bootleg, Ward. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass complete to McBride. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Ward to throw once more. Goes right back to McBride. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
A give up the middle with Benson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. Let go.
Throwing is Ward. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
On the jump.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Here's Ward. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Andrew McCouba. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Into space at the 45. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
He finds his man complete. It's Romero. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Barkley, inside handoff. And a short gain down to about the 33. And stopped by Garrett Williams.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Ryland for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Eagles 21, Cardinals 14. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A first down carry for Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First down, Eagles.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Smith catches left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Hurts fumbles it. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
A handoff to Barkley. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Great, set. 180.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And it is caught downfield by Harrison. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So from 135 all the way over to the other. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, here's Ward. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Okay, break. 2nd and 10. Go. To the air again, Ward. That's complete to Michael Wilson. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They go play action with Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He'll look to throw. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Here we go. Catch, go.
Ward off the play fake. We'll find the rookie here from Texas Tech. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On first down, it's Benson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Ward. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37.
It's a
good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Ready.
They run over center with Benson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Ward. Able to get this one to McBride. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
3rd and 2.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Alert, alert. Let go.
They'll run with Benson.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
It's a gain of a yard.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Come on. Set.
Now Ward. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Here we go.
Benson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Pass caught by Phantom. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 62 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
First and goal at the 6.
Throwing is Hurts. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Intended for Cameron Watu. Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hey, Silver.
They'll set up a throw.
Now Hurts is going to...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts
With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Eagles are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
That's the score. Eagles 31, Cardinals 21. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ready.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's Ward. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
To throw is Ward. Got it complete to James Conner. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Hurts. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Here we go.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Throwing is Ward. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got McBride here over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
On the ready.
So after the penalty, a break. 1st and 5.
Let's go now. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Ward. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted.
intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining, so they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Hurts sets up to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And able to find a little space and gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Here's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw, here's Ward. That's caught by Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Ward. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
He'll get this to Connor underneath. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. From the gun, again to Connor. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
A handoff here to Benson. Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Ward to throw for it on fourth.
And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Ryland on for the extra point.
And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Eagles 31, Cardinals 28.
So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Down to a knee goes Hurts, and that is going to be that.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And this one wasn't easy. You had an East Coast team, Charles, going west, playing a night game, but somehow they were able to get the job done.
Yeah, when you talk about playing a night game, they're closer to being sleepy because of East Coast time with their bodies when you're kicking off to play the game. So that's a real big accomplishment for them to get that done. The flip side, too, is traveling home in the old days.